Okay, I think it's recording. Hello, my name is Dr. Shambles, and this is going to be a very quick video, just talking about pretty much just backtracking the video of yesterday. In case you don't know, the video of yesterday was recorded yesterday, but for you guys, you're only seeing that video in a week from, not a week, some days after the weekend, so on Monday, and today there was revealed some more cards for Roger, which I think they are actually pretty big. And so the video of yesterday, I still want to upload it because I still think there's some insight there, but I need to pretty much now talk about this because this does change a lot and to the better. And so that's what we are doing here today on the dev version of the sim, where there's the most cards revealed. I wanted to use the Cardi Kaizoku's deck builder, but for now he hasn't got the new revealed cards because I'm recording this video right now as the cards are getting revealed, because I don't have much time to record or edit. So today there's not going to be a shout out to a subscriber, so sorry for that. And so let's get into it. So let's first start with the cards that got revealed. These cards change a lot of the deck, definitely. And so what you guys see here was the deck list that I was testing first. Now, the first card I want to talk about is this Divine Departure. I was using, and you guys know, I was using the Shanks Divine Departure yesterday. And I still love this card, but this is no longer the Divine Departure. This, now, let's make this the, guess we'll have another scrap. You can only risk death while you're still alive. Jesus. And so this event is a one-cost event that, on your main, you may rest one of your Dawn. If your leader is Goldie Roger and you have any given Dawn, add up to one Dawn from your Dawn deck rested. So, in case you don't know, that means you're gonna be resting 2 Dawn, because you need to rest 1. I think that's how the mechanic works. So this pretty much is a replace for Buggy. So this makes our second turn, which we only have 2 Dawn because we need to attach 1 for the leader, much more consistent. Not only that, this gives us a counter event, which is your leader gains 3k power during this battle. So pretty much like this Divine Departure, only with a better main effect, but not removal. I don't think we need removal on Roger, and I'll get to that. For now, I'm just talking about the reveals, because from yesterday to today, I actually made some more progress in the strategy that works on Roger, at least for me, for now. So yeah. The other cards are the 2k that's gonna replace Double Finger. I never really needed Double Finger, but she was, in my opinion, the better option as the last 2k. I think we need to play 12 2ks on this leader. I don't think going down maybe 1, so to 11, but I think playing 10 is very risky on this leader. And so, but Double Finger is now replaced with Nekomamushi, which is a 3-cost, 3k power character, 2k counter obviously, is a Whitebeard, Roger Pirates and a Minx, and if you have 8 or more Dawn on your board, KO up to one of your opponent's character with an original power of 3k or less. So is searchable and has an additional effect, is the last searchable 2k, so this makes our deck super consistent with the Shanks Searcher, so I'm fine with that. I always like consistency, and again, I think I used once the Miss Double Finger effect for the ramp, because you always find like the Bond Clay, which I think it's a staple at 4 on this deck, unfortunately. It's gonna get reprinted, so it's gonna get cheaper, but like you always find the Bond Clay, you always could find the Inuarashi and Buggy, so like sometimes the Dawn you can use just for a Buggy, and you get the ramp anyways. And sometimes I actually prefer to play Buggy, because Buggy you're not actually discarding a card, you're just ramping, and Miss Double Finger you play her and you discard 1 card. So with this and with the event, obviously our consistency much better. So Nekomamushi will take that place. There's also a card that I really don't want to talk about, which is Amatsuki Toki. I'm not gonna edit her in because I don't think there will be space, but she stops a KO effect. That's pretty much it. You play on her field. She's a 1k event, 1k counter. If she was a 2k, definitely on the deck, but pretty much if you have her on the field and one of your Roger characters would be KO'd, you can treasure instead. That's pretty much it. And lastly, and this is the what I for now I think that's the last reveal. Yes, it's the Douglas bullet, which I think will replace the Inuarashi over here, because the bullet right now is if you have 8 or more done on your board, this character has plus 2k power, so he's a 4k power, 3 cost 4k power, so he's already stronger than Inuarashi just like that. And on plays, is your leader, has Roger Pirates in his types, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck, rested. So he ramps just like Inuarashi, but he has a better stat and he can actually be a swinger on late game, unlike Inuarashi, which normally he is ignored throughout the whole game. But with the bullet, now we actually have something to swing with on late game. He becomes a 6k. And another thing that is very important to mention is a special. He's not, I think he's a special, right? Yeah, special. He's not slash. As you guys can see on our deck, we have a lot of slash. Just a lot of slash, man. And this can be a problem against the Red Rayleigh, which plays the Searcher Buggy, which then he just starts bumping its power to swing with. And so we need to deal with it. And having only slash, there was one time I actually was like, how do I deal with this? Because I was not seeing I was on early game and none of my characters can take him away. So Inuarashi can in fact take him, but I didn't see him as I had already played him and he played next, because Buggy is a 1 cost. But with Bullet, we can get around with this. I think it's much better. It's gonna replace Inuarashi. Maybe we can like try to squeeze in 2 or 1 2 Inuarashi maybe. No, actually no, I don't think there's space. I think this is perfect actually. So yeah, so those are the cards. So what we would replace here? First, Double Finger for the Nekomamushi, Inuarashi for Bullet. This Gum Gum Jet Gatling is not Gum Gum Jet Gatling, is the Divine Departure for Roger, which I think it's much better. And the 4, which is the long ass name of the event, that ramps as 1. This distribution, so these are our late bodies. We need to see a bunch of ramp, and so I think this right now is because I'm playing Newgate. I'm only playing 2 Roger because of Newgate. Newgate gets nullified with Roger, so we always need to prioritize Newgate. So this makes us, so I'm only playing to Roger to make sure I see this first, because this is also not searchable. Once we have the promo Roger, what's gonna happen is we can actually remove on this Rayleigh. This Rayleigh will be 2 or 3, by the way, and we can actually play a 3rd Roger, just in case. I don't know if that's gonna be the case, but this Newgate becomes 4 of the promo Roger. I think promo Roger is gonna have to be bought, so make sure if you're gonna make this deck, you put some money aside to make that investment. Some people on the Discord are discussing to play both, so what I think would be the idea here, we can only play 1 Red Roger. Unfortunately, that's the whole space we have, and we need Silver Rayleigh at 4 because he's a ramper, the last ramper we need. And so what happens here is some people are trying to squeeze in Newgate and the promo Roger. What I would suggest to do that is play 4 of the Roger, 4 of the promo Roger, 3 of the Newgate, 2 of the Goldie Roger, 1 of the Red Roger. Like, just go 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that's the way. And you need to take away something here. I would say this, Divine Departure. So this would be... Let's put some proxy here just to tell you guys what I want to say. Okay, don't we have any Roger Pirates? Let's put Crocus here. I was actually trying Crocus, decided to remove him because it doesn't give us a lot. Especially now with these reveals, I don't think there's space for him. Oden will be our... It's definitely the best ramper, 5 cost. If we don't see Oden, we can always play the Bullets or Buggy. Remember that, remember. Although it is better to play on curve for stronger characters, we can still ramp, and ramping is the main strategy of Roger. The faster you get to 7k, the better. So this would be the least with promo Rogers, I think. I think this is fine. Remember, that Is that Promo Roger 1k? Okay, no, he is a brick, so yeah. So remember, this is a brick as well, but with the Divine Departure and the 3k event, I think the counter is still somewhat 1k per card on average. I could make the calculations here, but I'll do it after the video. But I don't think we need it. I hope we don't need it. If we need it, it's fine. I'm gonna have to buy the new gate anyways to play before the promo comes. And yeah, we can still we can still keep the just playing only the 2 Rogers, because the Roger here, and now let's get into the last part of the video, which is the progress I made with the strategy of Roger, the leader in itself. Which, although I was trying not with these ratios or anything, what I found out is it is actually much better to play Roger, and you just don't counter the early swings. I know, crazy, right? One of the advantages was being 5 life. How do I explain this? Pretty much, unless I'm against blue, which plays pudding, which then you do want to counter some attacks. What I like to do is actually take almost every life. Sometimes I'm even going to 1 life. This is for 1, activate the Red Roger as fast as possible, and 2, to get as much resources onto my hand. This is so I can make sure I find the best options for ramp possible, and then once we reach 7k power, all those cards in hand, since we are trying to play the big bodies, oh my god, I just spit all over my keyboard, sorry. Since we're trying to play the big bodies every time, then all of this 1k becomes much more viable to counter with, which is fine. So having a lot of cards in hand to then make our leader 9k and then counter out of almost every attack is possible. Is a test I did, and it actually worked really well. This comes into the Roger, which is not a something that we want to play as fast as possible, actually. That's what I found out, and that's why I'm playing 2 right now with the new gates. I kind of want to change once the promo, as I said, once the promo Roger comes, take new gate, play promo, and take 1 Rayleigh into the 3rd Roger. But he is a great finishing tool, just like the Red Roger, actually. He is a perfect finishing tool. If you're like, okay, I'm starting to build tempo, I'm just gonna take away one of my opponent's turn. You play Roger. This will make almost impossible for the enemy to finish you off. Like, really. Because you're making your leader 9k, you're taking away 2k of their board. And then you, hopefully, if I have resources in hand, I can counter out of everything. That's pretty much it. This makes even the biggest bodies, like if there's a new gate on the other side, is at 8k, so you need to at least attach 1 Dawn to swing even with a new gate. So yeah, so it's a great finishing tool, and that's why for now I'm playing him at 2. And if we play both new gate and the promo Roger, I still think 2 should be. It's very good ratio. I'm playing 3 Silver's Rayleigh Red. This card is amazing. Although most of the time I think we'll only have space for 2, having 3 was really nice. As I said, the strategy that I'm trying right now is I take a lot of early lives, and then I just start building up resources to then play with whatever I have in hand once I reach 7k. Which, again, I can't stress this enough, this strategy has made me win a lot more. This, again, on the dev version, which there's not that many people play, so since there's not that much variety, I don't know how trustworthy this is. But yeah, there's actually 1 card missing. What? How is there 1 card missing? Okay, there's something missing here, guys. I don't know what it is, so I'll play 4, I guess. This could actually... I forgot what I took out. Wait. Oh yeah, I was playing God Thread. Okay, that's... I was trying God Thread, but never mind. So yeah, I think that's the... I actually like the fact that I'm playing 4 Rayleigh now. And so this Rayleigh actually is amazing, because if you have a lot of cards in hand, you see him a lot. I'm actually... I'm gonna... This at 4 will not work. I think 4 is too much, but I don't know. And once you play Rayleigh, you just filter out a bunch of hand, and that pretty much fixes your entire hand. Sometimes I'm playing against blue ace, the red-blue ace from OP13, and since many of them will probably play at least 2 puddings, I need to counter. And sometimes playing Run Rayleigh will just cycle out the cards and get what I need for 2 heads, and that makes the gameplay much easier. So we could in fact take away 2 and take away 1. I don't know. There's actually more space than I thought, but that is for another video. So yeah, this was all I have. 16 minutes with no editing. Yeah, it was just to give you guys the news and what I found out. I think the new reveals actually put Roger in a much better place, like a much better place. It's such an insane buff, actually. I still don't know if he's gonna be like tier 1. I still think he possibly is tier 2 because I've been trying Emu as well, and that deck is just wow. So I think Emo overall will adapt more, better to the meta, but Roger is definitely a meta contender now with all the reveals. So I'm very happy for that because I love purple. But yeah, the progress I made with the strategy, this is what I think is the most important thing you need to take from the video, is I'm trying a strategy where you take lives much early to have resources, and I want you to reach 7k leader, which you want to do as fast as possible. It is much easier to use those resources to counter out of the swings, as big as they are. Some matchups that are hard to play against are Bonnie, the green Bonnie, because of the film Shanks. He can KO like your Newgate once you swing with him. Also Roger, also Rayleigh, so that film Shanks is a bit of a problem. They also starting to go with the 10 cost Doffy again, the green Doffy, which can mobilize all of your big bodies, which you do rely a lot on. I tried all of this without the new reveals and without adapting the deck list to the new reveals. Maybe the deck does get it gets much better, and so maybe that matchup gets easier, but it's still a very annoying matchup. Another is the Blackbird, because it takes away all of our on plays, so I think that matchup is almost a loss, immediate loss. And the last one is Emo. I think Emo is actually doable. You kind of just need to take away going second on Emu. Emu is super strong going second, but if you make the Emu go first, you're in a much better place. And I think this deck can adapt going second. So on that, most matchups you kind of want to go first, for my experience, for my testing. But Emu is one of the ones I know you definitely want to go second. So yeah, this was the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry, I just needed to backtrack what I said last video of yesterday. So for you guys, maybe even this video is already outdated. Maybe there's more reveals, there's more practice, there's more theory. I don't know. There's some more progress on the Roger strategy. But I'm gonna be out on vacation next week, and that's why I'm recording everything this week. So by the time you guys are watching this, I'm on vacation, and so I just need to prepare everything. And these reveals kind of caught me off guard because it does mess a little bit with my video of yesterday. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.